Hello there, my beautiful Aries friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. Now, Aries, Spirit has a special message for you today. They have something they've been trying to communicate with you, which is now going to come through the cards. All right, so what I'm going to do for you is open your reading with a random oracle card. All right, then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what else Spirit wants to share with you, followed by a bonus card from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, and then an angel number to close off. So those of you that are watching today, if you've been seeing signs through animals or insects, any repeating numbers or angel numbers, this is all going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So stay tuned for all of this, my beautiful friends. All right, let's call in Spirit and open up your reading. See what it is that Spirit would like you to hear today. What is it that you're meant to hear? Ego death. Some of you are experiencing an ego death. All right, and you might be resonating with the image of this card. So the message is, ego can never really die. It can only be made conscious so that it no longer runs your life. Be mindful of it and don't allow it to limit you. So once again, ego can never really die. It can only be made conscious so that it can no longer run your life. Be mindful of it and don't allow it to limit you. All right, so some of you might be experiencing parts of yourselves rising or emerging. These are emotions, the way that you're reacting to those emotions, the way that you're reacting to people as well, okay? So let's pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through. Meditation for you is going to be very powerful. They're wanting you to meditate, Aries. If you can incorporate that in your daily or weekly routine. We have the 7 of Wands here. Now this card feels like the ground is kind of shaky. Perhaps you're walking on eggshells around someone. This feels like you're going through some sort of a challenge. Spirit is wanting you again to ground yourself, but also be mindful of how you're putting your energy out there in the situation that you might be experiencing. So the 7 of Wands, and we have the 10 of Swords. So perhaps you were feeling stuck. Perhaps you felt like life wasn't moving in the way that you would like it to. This is all about to change. Spirit is asking you, calling you to get back up into motion and become an active participant in the co-creation of your desired reality. They don't want you to give up. You're about to enter a new cycle. An old cycle is ending for you, okay? So new beginnings are coming in with the 10 of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords. This is a choice that you have to make. You have to choose whether you want to keep moving forward or not. Spirit is urging you, calling you, and even nudging you to move forward, to get into action, right? So I feel some of you are making a really big decision around something in your life, and this is setting you off on a new path. This is what's happening here. You're at a crossroads, right? Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. Now, this is going to strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. All right, we've got a lot of sword energy here. So there's a lot of things on your mind. I'm picking up on a lot of things that you're thinking about here, Aries. Maybe you're putting too much weight on one single thought, almost repeating it, thinking it of in different scenarios here, past, present, all sorts of things that are kind of happening in your mind here. So this is where it's important that you release some of that energy and quiet that mind. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. All right, so we've got a lot of weight here, Aries. This is what Spirit is wanting you to kind of drop. This is hard to do, especially when you have this many swords kind of weighing you down. Now, I want you to pay attention to the numbers 7, 10s, and 2s in your life. These are confirmations of this reading's message. Some of you might also be seeing 7102 in that sequence. That's a confirmation of this reading as well. Life path number 7, life path number 2, and life path number 1. Spirit is calling some of you to actually look up these numbers. You can search it on Google, on ChatGPT, and find out what the meaning in numerology, spiritually, what these meanings are for these numbers, and you're going to receive your message. So 7 of Wands, you're enlightened. There's spiritual expansion happening here. You're understanding. There's a lot of wisdom, access to wisdom for you right now. And that access, that connection to that wisdom, to your spirit guides, to your higher self is coming through you kind of calming your body down, especially with emotions that are rising because of a certain situation that you're experiencing. Whatever that situation is, Spirit wants you to not bother with it, not to bother with the emotions of it, not to interact with the emotions of it. They want you to be in a calm state. So this is where you center yourself. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, but don't react to them. Allow them to pass and let them go. And then this is where clear thinking comes in, right? So usually about 90 seconds of deep breathing in and out as you're feeling emotions, or even incorporating like jumping jacks, burpees, or something that burns your energy of this, whatever's happening emotionally within you. Give it time and just burn it off. This is what I like to do, and it calms you down and you're able to really think things through a little bit more clear. So you're going to have to try this if you haven't. And if there's any other technique that you have in order to ground and center yourself, Aries, share with us in the comment section below. So it's all about understanding your own energy, having something in place that allows you to stay grounded. So these wands are energy fields that we have created around us through some of the things that we do, that we practice in our lives, like meditation, affirmations, right? I sometimes hum if I'm hearing noises, and the humming actually, for me, it helps kind of clear the energy out. And sometimes I'll say Om, right? I'll just sit and I'll breathe and say Om, and that kind of clears everything out. It's a practice. It's a wand that I have in place that is a strength for me. So I feel that Spirit is wanting you to put some wands of protection around you with things that you do in your daily life that keep you calm and grounded. That way you're able to think clearly. You're going to understand what it is that you're going through, like what experience you're experiencing, what's behind it. There's a purpose, there's a reason, right? And it's actually, this is change that is coming in for some of you. And change sometimes, it's not comfortable, right? And some of us aren't good with change. What Spirit wants us to do right now is to build a healthy relationship with change. They want you to be a little bit more flexible, adaptable, patient. Also, as an observer, they want you to flow with whatever's happening in your life right now. Those of you that are experiencing something that feels challenging, maybe you feel like you're being tested in some way, this is something that is allowing you to grow. It's an opportunity, right? So instead of freaking out or, thinking the worst of whatever's happening, let's take a moment here and actually look at the bigger picture of what's actually happening here. And instead of focusing on the problems that it's creating, let's focus on the solutions, right? And sometimes we're actually not meant to take part in a situation that's unraveling with turbulence. We just allow it to kind of happen. So sometimes Spirit is asking us to just take a step back. You are evolving consciously. You are also expanding here, Aries. There's a lot that is coming in for you, a lot that you're going to start to understand through this quiet, observant space. Okay, so taking a step back here, allowing yourself to see all of these swords that are weighing you down. Okay, I've got light coming in here, right? A lot of energy, a lot of power, a lot of passion. They're accessible to you if you choose to receive the energy. And sometimes when we have a lot of these kind of swords weighing us down, we can't even see that we're actually connected to Spirit. This is why it's so important to release whatever thoughts you're thinking that are creating emotions that are not allowing you to move forward. Right? It's the energy that we give to those thoughts that create those emotions that sometimes we can become comfortable with, right? It's like, you expect things to just turn out bad, and lo and behold, they do, right? And you're like, I knew it. Why do I even bother? These are affirmations that you repeat to yourself, and it's almost like this belief that has been built up. So what I'm getting here are a lot of different kinds of beliefs that you feel to be true in your life. Okay, and I just feel that Spirit is calling you to release these one by one. This is you working on yourself. This is you practicing every single day to release thoughts or things that bring your energy down. You're already surrounded by abundance, right? So what happens is when we have all of these swords, it feels like you're in a mirror maze. This is what they're showing me, like someone that walks into a mirror maze and you can bang into it because you're just kind of like, where am I even walking? So when we have a lot of swords around us, it feels like we're just looking at mirrors, reflections of things, and we're not able to see through some of those swords that are kind of surrounding us. So they want you to start releasing and letting go. And this is a mindset shift as well. For some of you, it's all about the way that you perceive, the way your perspective, like how you choose to view your world, how you choose to experience it. It's a choice that we make every day. It's a choice after we become aware of, oh, this is a pattern, this is a habit that I do, I'm aware of. Then after that, once you become aware, it becomes a choice if you continue doing it, right? So this is where Spirit is calling you to make different choices. They want you to muster up the energy within yourself, the courage, the bravery to get back up. You're meant to get back up. There's something that you're meant to do here on Earth, Aries. This is a part of your mission. You're receiving signs from the universe here. Some of you are also feeling inspired right now. Maybe you heard something, communicated with someone, a thought came into your mind, had a dream about something that has given you inspiration or motivation to do something. This is Spirit nudging you. This is what you're meant to follow, the joys and excitements, no matter how big or small they are. Even if it's a little sliver of joy, follow that joy. Keep following that joy. That is your breadcrumb. That's your trail, right? So this is going to release you from this, and you're going to find that all these swords are falling away. Right? So you have to be, again, an active participant in the co-creation of this beautiful, abundant life that is already surrounding you. All right? There's something some of you are desiring to do. Spirit is saying, do it. Go and do the thing you desire to do. If it brings you joy and excitement, then do it. I was just watching a show recently. It's Love is Blind. I'm watching it because my daughter is watching it. So she's like, yeah, you got to binge watch some garbage TV with me. So I said, okay. There's a couple there on this show where this woman loves to dance and the man is like, there's no way you can dance. No wife of mine is allowed to dance. And overall, she chose her happiness. She chose her excitement and joy. Even though they were attracted to each other, she said to him, my freedom's more important. You know, I choose this because it brings me joy and happiness, and he just was not with it. And I feel this is where Spirit is wanting you to make that choice. This is a Two of Swords, by the way, the choice, the decision, right? To choose your freedom, choose your happiness, choose your joy. All right. So I don't know if any of you are watching that show. Oh my goodness. They're very addictive. Like, I don't usually watch shows like that, but when I start watching it, the drama, I'm like, oh my gosh, how are these people not seeing these? Like, you see all these things and just, it's wild. Anyways, the Two of Swords, there are two paths before you. I feel you're seeing these two paths. Now you have a choice to make. Which path do you want to take? What choice do you want to make here? They lead somewhere. You're very aware of where these are going to lead, Aries. Spirit wants you to look within yourself. This is where you have to go inside. Let's tune out the noise. I'm getting a lot of noise, a lot of things that show up in your mind, in your heart. They come in your mind first, which activates your heart. And if you're not feeling good, that is your signal that it's not in alignment with you. If it brings you joy and happiness, then you're in alignment with it. So I want you to take a look at whatever it is that you're going through right now, making a decision or choice around, and see whether or not it's resonating with your heart. Is it resonating with you? Is it bringing you joy? And if there's anything that comes in after the fact, like, but what about this or that thing and the other? Let's just pretend those things don't exist. What if your slate was clean and you were making a decision and it could be anything you desired it to be? Which one would you make? That is the one you have to make. And there are signs confirming that this is the path that you're meant to walk on. This is the choice. This is what you're meant to do. And again, clearing your mind of all of that crazy stuff that drives us crazy, right? The thoughts, the storios, the scenarios. I'm getting someone thinking about a conversation that happened and replaying it in their head. Maybe replaying it in different ways. Had it gone this way, had I said this, but what if that happened and this? And it's just, why? why do we give energy to these things that don't really do anything for us? They're not even real. They're just stories we've made up in our head. And we sit there and fixate on them. And then the more power and energy it gets, and all of a sudden we see that reflected in our reality. This is how it works. So it's really important that when you're making decisions or choices in your life, to stop and think for a second, is this in alignment with what it is I'm desiring to experience in my life? And this is where you're going to start to notice every single choice you make now moving forward, because it's in alignment with what you're in tune with. It's basically you tuning your frequency to the energy of abundance, to your desired reality. And they want you to take action on this. You can't sit still. If you're in a place of stagnation, if you're someone that is frozen because of all these fears that you have, Spirit is wanting you to punch that boundary of fear in the face. I'm sorry, not in the face, but just like shatter it. This is what's happening here, is it's being shattered, right? It's dissolving, this boundary between you and the universe, this boundary between your desired reality. There are a lot of paths that we can take in our life. We have one path behind us, the one that we have taken, and then we have a gazillion paths before us, right? And there's so many ways that you can go to reach what it is you desire to experience in your life. But those choices, because there's so many of them, and there's distractions, there's people telling us what to do, how to live, society, like work, people at work, like all kinds of things. They want you to release that energy and allow yourself to be at peace and to make the choices that are true to you. Who cares about others and their opinions? And I feel it has, like, I just feel someone out there needs to know that the decisions you have made for yourself have been the right ones, even though your external experience within that decision you made might not feel like it's compatible. This is actually letting you know that you're in the wrong timeline, you're in the wrong reality. So it's shattering now, it's shaking. It's like, oh, why is this static happening? Why is this person acting this way? Because I did this. It's like, because it's not in alignment with you. You're now, you're going through this change, you're strengthening. So they're wanting you to start making choices that are aligned with your joy, your excitement, and your happiness. All right. But also come from a place of love. Now, the other thing that's coming up is sometimes we go on this like journey and we forget about the connections. It's not about, you can be on a single like solo path. There's a lot of connections there that are available for you to help support you as well. So Spirit also wants you to be open as you're moving through this energy. Okay. So know that you are tying yourself to your desired experience and abundance, and it's just through the choices you make every single day. All right, so what I'm going to do now is pull a bonus card from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. I'm going to read you the interpretation from the guidebook, see what else it is that Spirit would like you to hear, that you're meant to hear. You're here for a reason, Aries. Okay, you're here for a reason. So wood nymph, beauty. Look at that. Stop and enjoy the beauty of the world. Enjoy the beauty of yourself. Look at that. So some of you might be resonating with the image of this card. We've got lotus flowers. We've got a pond that these women are in. And it's just like a really nice, free feeling here. 52 is the number on this card. Perhaps you're seeing this number somewhere in your life, or you're 52 years old. 5s and 2s, those are numbers that you might be seeing. Also life path 5, 2, and 7 coming up here as confirmation. So 52 days is timing for those of you looking for timing. The message here is looking fragile, delicate, and luminescent. 3 wood nymphs, sometimes called forest queens, are stretched out in the moss at the base of a tree. Bathing in the moonlight, their flowing gossamer gowns sparkle and shimmer, seemingly made out of light. Their dreams and visions, translucent and diaphanous, waver in the air above them. Radiant, glorious beauty is growing within you. Let beauty be your North Star to guide you. What feels as well, what looks lovely, will sustain and nourish you. Your ability to see inner depths around you is in direct correlation with a remarkable, sumptuous life. Create harmony and peace within your home, even doing so in small ways, such as a vase of flowers, a scented candle-lit bath, can make a difference. Relax and surround yourself with comfort and elegance. The more you acknowledge beauty in your environment, in yourself, and in others, the more it will fill your life. You are truly and utterly gorgeous and lovable. As you cherish yourself, the luminescence around you will grow. The nymphs of ancient Greece folklore are beautiful supernatural beings of the forest. Their appearance here symbolizes that your own beauty, both inner and outer, is growing. There are many accounts of travelers walking through a forest and seeing wood nymphs, bathing in the sunlight in a grotto or next to a stream or a pool, singing or dancing. Follow the example of the nymphs, relax, spend time in nature, sing and dance with joy. So the spirit of the wood nymph says to you today, remarkable spiritual beauty is growing within you. Be aware of this beauty that is around you, and splendor will expand in your life. Create beauty in your home, even in the smallest ways, and an inner grace will radiate out from you. So look at that. Embrace beauty. This is also the planet of Venus. I feel is going to play a powerful role over the next few weeks here as well. So look at that. Wood nymph. Beauty is surrounding you. They want you to embrace the energy of beauty, Aries. All right, I'm going to now pull an angel number. Some of you are seeing angel numbers, repeating numbers in your life. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance. So connection. Connection is important. Connection to spirit with your higher self and those around you. All right, there's an expansion happening here with the number 3. So whenever you see the numbers 3s around you, anywhere at all, on a clock, this is confirmation that you're expanding. You're meant to speak your truth, express yourself in your truest form in the moment that you see that, okay? Those numbers. So the message is, it's all coming together for you. So release any worries, any kind of stress, just release it all and know it's all coming together for you. Everything is happening for the common good. Revealing of the truth is also happening. You're going to see, feel, and know the truth. You're going to experience a lot of successful projects in your life as well. So look at that, Aries. Hey, my beautiful friends, I'm so happy to announce that we now have memberships available on my channel. So those of you that have been looking to support me, my channel, and my work, you can now do so by becoming a member of this channel. As a member, you get perks. Some of those perks right now on the level 1 scale are custom badges and emojis that I made myself for all of you to use. All right, and there's more levels incoming over the next little while here. But first, we've got the level 1, which is the beautiful friends at $2.99. So if you're interested in supporting me, this is a really good way to do that. So I'm looking forward to see where we could take this community. I'm so grateful and thankful for all of you, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you so much, everyone. This is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.